I tell you, when I used to pastor, they were a bunch of know-it-alls. And what's amazing is they ain't had no preparation for all the stuff they knew. They be arguing with you. It ain't like you're going to go into your doctor's office who studied the pathology of the body and disease. Like they done studied that. They know the medical condition. And they know the conditions under which medicine operates so that the body can be healed. But you just gonna tell them what you think just cause you believe it. And you done read a couple books and you think you cool. Now I'm not suggesting that you don't take charge of your own agency and understand your worth and therefore inform your physicians about what they're doing. I'm down with that, but I'm saying don't act like you can determine, detect, and therefore treat a tumor by yourself if you ain't in that position. So that's critical because you see we constantly war in this culture with folk who believe they the ones. Now our people have been in a culture where folk on the other side of the aisle think they know everything, and they are the ones who express the chosen beliefs of God. It's amazing to me that stuff gets out there so widely, and a lot of people think that because of race and ethnicity and a specific kind of religion that they are the chosen ones of God, and they just looking down on everybody else. Like we ain't got no spirit, like we don't know what it is to be engaged with God. It's very, very curious that some people think they have a copyright on God, and so they gonna tell us that God put us in our position of slavery so that they could save us. God wanted to remove us from the savagery of Africa and to extract us from those savage shores and bring us here to America to be redeemed by their capitalism and their caustic vision of Christianity. And the problem, of course, with that is that Jesus even said, I got sheep of another pasture. I mean, meat you don't even know about. I got a diet that's different than anything you ever heard of. And so the tragedy and the trauma of the temptation to believe that you got everything locked up and you know everything and you are the exclusive and exhaustive expression of God is dangerous. It is dangerous because it is spiritually bankrupt. It is dangerous because it is morally impoverished. It is dangerous because it lacks the humility that God teaches all of us whom God uses. Saul is slain his thousands, but David is 10,000s because God raises up somebody else to involve themselves with the Spirit of God in the movement forward, especially if you ain't acting right and you believe you the one and it's because you're so good, but God reminds us that is not the case. And so as a people, the children of Israel trying to figure their stuff out, and they were looking for a Messiah. They were looking for somebody who was going to bring a kind of serious insight about who God was and to represent God. And that was hard to hold on to because a lot of other people were out there competing, a lot of other gods and religions out there. And they said, no, we believe we got the thing. We believe this is right despite what you say about us. And so they were looking for a Messiah.